they say and just play off of what they're doing.
Yep, just right the tail of the market.
I'm going to see if this will go up to that final target here before I get off. I think it's going to try to hit this time. We're very close. Very close, guys. We're getting there. Pretty cool, huh? I hope you guys enjoyed this morning with me. It's been cool. It's been a great morning again. Let's roll. Let's get that target. Come on, Bulls. Just push it on up to the final. Come on, boys. Let's go. They're trying, guys. Got to give them credit for trying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Come on, Bulls. I think all the big boys took their money. A lot of people take their money, guys, and get out. They don't want to mess with just little pullbacks and all that. They say, you know what, I'm done. It's like 17 done. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if it'll hit right here. Come on, boys, let's go. They ain't got but what 2 levels to get through. Yeah, I think black. The 15 minutes fine. During the FOMC though, I would suggest guys not going to a little higher. Have two of your time frames up. Maybe go to your 1 hour and your 15 minute during the FOMC because it's easier to catch the trades off that big time frame because it's slower. But I will look at the FOMC. I'll look at the charts in the morning and I'll give you guys the levels tomorrow. So during the FOMC, you will know the levels that it's going to come back to. And I'll probably I'm going to give you guys the FOMC level tomorrow too. Remind me somebody in the morning at 11 or sometime before 11 o'clock. Hey, Mike, give us the FOMC level. I'll give it to you because I'm going to know it tomorrow morning at 9 before it ever does anything. So we're going to be fine. I can tell you exactly what levels they're going to be trading off of and where you're going to be looking to get that entry. And it's probably going to be one good level on that, guys. And it's going to come, be a big move to it, and it's just really going to get crazy. But at least if you know the level that you're looking for, you'll be able to kill it. And it'll be a short, long level. It'll be a one level together, where they short and long together. The bears will go short, bulls will go long. So this will give you an opportunity both. I always look for that level in the FOMCs way, way before it, so I already know. And this way I can just chart it on a screen and go, okay, well, I got these two levels right here. This one right here I'm going to take my shorts and longs off of. And this is going to be where I'm going to get my targets. So it'll be cool. Almost 18, 17, 4. Da-da. Let's go. So 33 people in here. I hope you guys are having a great morning with me. I enjoy being on here with you. I see Scrubs is on here. Dell, Husky, Gab's on here. Tiff's on here. Tips on here. Let's see. A bunch of people on here. It's awesome. Hey, you're welcome. You guys are welcome. I like coming in here doing this in the mornings. We're gonna try to get a good trade every day. Some days will be tricky and crazy like they normally are, but then you get some of those bad markets where it's really hard to get trades at all. But you just kind of figure out how to get some kind of structured trade, even in the bad markets. As we know in trading, every day is not roses, and we all
Mm-hmm.
can attest to that one. Remember how I told you guys about stacking the trades right here? How they stacked and held? They got all their money back. It's a beautiful thing. Contraction point to where my at the 80, and you just got to break the target above it to make it work. If the Bulls want to stay in this, you see how they went right to our wedge line right here about the 98. They need to come up here past this 98 and get the target there at 101, 102, and then they can make it move to the final. And all she's doing is trying to trickle to the final. They're just trying to get this thing to go to that final target. It's almost there. We'll give her a few more minutes before I get off. It's already, what, 11:14, so I'll give her a few more minutes before I get off. Yeah, see what she does in the next 5 minutes, if she gets it or not. But we should be able to get that target up through there. See right there, 98. You got to break the 98 here. Let's go over here and just.
This is the slowest crawl to the last target.
It's about stupid, isn't it? That's insanity. Wow. Yeah, they're above everything, man, because the big money's sitting about the seven. 26,007. So got some huge money down there. So these bulls just absolutely brutalized this. 980. Wow, Steve. 981. Yeah. So right down here, guys, where we took our trade right here, 85, right here is the bull entry for the day, 81. The big money said 81.25. And I didn't even look this morning to see, but we took our trade 6 points above the big bulls. Isn't that cool? So we are right with the big money boys this morning. We are taking the same trade they took. Just we're like 6 points, 5 points or 6 points above it, which is fine. I'm good with that. That's absolutely amazing. I'm just going to see now if we can pull up. Um, that's not it either. I'm looking for a chart to pull up to look at so I can give you guys some info on it. But which one is it? Is it this one? No. Yes, it's this one right here. Okay. Let's go pull this chart up. Okay, guys. So basically what we're looking at is the bulls want to break the 142. So your big target is 142 on the bonus, like Steve was saying. And the bears are sitting at 64 right here. Just right in here. Okay, so your bears are sitting right there at the 64 candle. So guys, if you're going to trade more today, mark 64 on your screen for bears because they are sitting there. Actually, it's going to be 60. They changed it just now. No, it's 64. So 64 to 142, guys. Okay. This is the reason we're struggling here, guys. The reason we are struggling is because of this. I'll show you why. Even though we're in a bull market, right? The bears have snuck in here. Let's see, right there. You see that? You see this pole right here? This 64, right? I think I got it at 62, but it's supposed to be 64. Let's just go like this and see if we can get the 64 here. Right there. This is what you have to get through because this is where the bears are looking to short. They love these there. They want to try to get these bulls out of the market up here between 64 and 142. So if you can clear 142, you might see a gap, a move up. And the reason we would do that is because of why. I'll tell you why. Because it wouldn't be the 133 because the 133 is a pullback level. I know that, but
Oh, we lost Mike.
Okay, guys. Sorry. Discord just went completely down there on my screen, so I don't know. Anyway, guys, what I was telling you, I'll just get off anyway, but all guys, you definitely want to mark the 142 and the 157, okay? 142 and 157. Those you got to get to 142 to get to 57. 57 is that other bank level, okay, guys? And we did hit the final target. I do believe we just hit it. I do believe a wick candle actually took out the 104, 103. Yep. Isn't that amazing? We got the target, guys.
I don't think we're done with the upside. The Russell is starting to break out to the upside as well. Might even be it's close to making a new intraday high. That the small caps are doing that well. Hopefully that will roll into the large caps. Mag
Yep.
7 doing fairly well.
Yep.
Let's see if she's got more in the tank.
Well, she's going to try. If the Bulls are going to move this up, they're going to have to go up here and hit the 118. You got to get past the final, which is like the 104, which we had this morning. Then you got to get like the 18 and the 33, and then you got to go cruise the 42. So that's going to be the thing, guys. And I'm pretty much going to close this trade because it went up there. So it went up to 18 even. So that's perfect. So it's just a really good trade here, guys. Really nice. Really nice. But now the 157 is the bank level. So will the Bulls push to the bank level, right? So we'll see. So anyway, Riz, I'm going to let you take it over. Look for 157, 142, guys, to be continuation, to get to those two targets up north. We already hit the final bull target, which is perfect for us. We got that this morning, so we got all of our targets, and we're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed your morning with me. I appreciate you being in here. And I will see you in the morning at 9 o'clock, 9:15. So I hope
Thanks,
you guys had a
Mike.
wonderful day. Yep. Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
sir. You have a great day.
You guys have a good day. You're welcome, guys. Thank you.
And thanks again, Mike, for being with us this morning and guiding us through the morning session. Congrats to all you traders that took all those great trades with Mike. Hey, good morning, Tiffany. How are you doing? Good to see you. Come on, Nat. I'm banking that we continue the breakout. I'm hoping that we don't pull down to the 200. It looks like it wants to, though. Come on, NASDAQ, let's go. Get in there, Bulls. Well, it's good to see you too. Good to see you too. Yeah, I'll be running the midday show, so you can find me in, here at the top of this hour up until what is it, 2 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, I believe it's 2 p.m. Eastern or something like that. It's like 1 p.m. CST my time. Oh man, I'm gonna get stopped out. Come on, don't let it fall, please. I've taken a few hits here in the morning session, so I'm down right now. I'm down like 20%. So it's the end of the month, so it's like do or die. We gotta jump in. I actually picked up some more silver. Oh man, and I'm getting stopped out on this position. Jesus Christ! Oh, come on, man. Riz time. Let's rug it. I was trying to short it earlier, and that's why I'm red for the day, is because I've been trying to short it. So on the pullback, on the rip, IWN, that's what made me go long because the IWM is breaking out. So if it's breaking out, that means the rest of the market should continue breaking out as well. So that's my thesis, at least. The only bad thing is I just don't know how far back this pullback will be on on Nasdaq. Yep. And now I'm getting brutalized going long. So not fair sometimes. I'm down like 23% on this position now. Jesus Christ. Unless we're gonna have a sell for a little while though. Might run into a sell here in the London close. That's what's coming here in the next 2 minutes. Come on, bulls. And there's the 200, just like I said it would. Just like I said it would go for the 200. Isn't that just fitting? Ah, I said it. I said it to a T that they would go for the 200. Let's go long here. It'll probably dig down though, just to make us hurt. Jeez, so funny. New 15-minute. Maybe. You never know. You never know. Hmm. The bad thing is can this be one of those days that this is the high of the day and then that's it? And they're going to sell us the rest of the day. That's the scary part about it. Oh man, don't come down further. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the NAS can hold this. Okay, still holding. Okay. And there's our London close. So thanks to our friends across the pond. Hope they had a great trading session. Nice. There's a momentum starting to step in, carrying the market to the upside. Imagine that, right? What a beautiful that this is where I should have went long on QQQ. Man, I totally messed up on it. Toes would be tapping right now. I'd probably be in like twice the position I am in now. Let's put our stop in the money. Make sure we lock in that $50 like I always like to. Holy Jesus. And as soon as I put it in it, oh my God. Ah, and just like that, stopped out. Whew, pretty volatile. Pretty volatile session, I will say that. Looking a little toppy here. And there she goes. There she goes. Now she's going to just sell. Oh, man. Classic. Oh, man. Oh, man. The Russell's also pulling back as well. Gonna just hold this level. Let's see what happens. Come on, Bull. Hold this. So you can take this again. What's everybody else doing? What's up, Lewis? What's up, Luther? Aaron, good to see you. Come on in, Q. Let's go. Let's do this. The Bulls. You still in a position this morning? Is anybody else in a position this morning? Oh, man. Come on in, Q. Come on, man. The Russell is trying. Why aren't you? Why are you pulling back? Oh, they're the Bears. Well, she goes. All right. Come on. She's got some catching up to do. If the Russell's up 0.13%, there's no reason why the rest of the market isn't. If the small caps are starting to rip. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I remember. Well, I remember when I was running my company, I used to trade off my tablet. So like between meetings and things like that, sometimes I would be like just sitting somewhere on my tablet. I'd be taking trades. And that was the main reason why I use TradingView is because the charts are the same. It's one of the few platforms that my chart is exactly the same. Like what I see here is what I see on my phone. It's what I see on my tablet. I can go to a Mac. I can log in a web browser, and I have all access to my charts. And I like that. Yep. And then you never know. I had a little internet outage before I came online, believe it or not. I still made it on time, but I had a little internet outage and I was in some positions and I was like, well, I need to check them. So bust out the tab, boom, start managing them. This is sketchy. This is so sketchy. Oh, damn though. Yeah, what are some of the platforms you guys use? I know there's a bunch of Ninja traders in here. Man, come on, Mac. Let's go. This is so frustrating. We know where you want to go. We know where you need to go. You need to get up to these highs. We need you up at 107. Papa, let's go. Just playing with my emotions. Well, these calls are holding up still. I don't know how. Don't know how they're doing it, but they're holding up. I mean, they're not up, but I mean, they're up. They're there. They've got some value to them still. I had a very big mishap yesterday that wrecked my account. I got into two trades at the same time by accident. Didn't even know I was in them. Then I went to place a trade and I was already in two, naturally in red, by the way, too much. Really screwed my account. Day one of live. I wanted to break something. Yeah. I know it's hard at times, I mean, it's like that for me, like right now, it's like in the month. I got like 3 days to hit some metrics that I need to make some money. So yeah, it's just like that, it's just like, it's not And it's not ideal, trading under pressure and stress, but if it's not your main source of income, you got to just think of it as your side hustle, your side business that is going to be risky. And, think of it like this. Think of it, you know what? Truth be told, any business you start the first, 3-4 years, you're not profitable. You lose money starting any new enterprise. You start a business at the very beginning, you don't have customers, you have to incur costs. There's all kinds of, you guys are drivers, you guys are self-employed. You know that better than anybody. You first get that truck, you got that payment, you got fuel cost, you got insurance, you got to pay your lot fee for when you store that truck. You're incurring hundreds and thousands of dollars of just cost up front before your business is even taken off the ground, right? You get that, right? Trading is the same way. When you first start your trading company, because that's what it is, it's your trading business. It's a business. You have to treat it like a business. You have to respect it and understand it and realize that just like any other business, that business can also sustain losses. It can take hits. It can lose money at times. But our job is to be able to understand that key thing there is that there is a cost of doing business. And with every cost, you're going to get your return of investment, right? And it is the same thing when you're investing. You're investing in yourself up front. You're not going to make money, but you need to start understanding what you're doing, why you're doing it, and manage the risk each and every time you're in the market. Understanding, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm down on this account. I'm, $500, $300 away from, blowing it. Should I really stress myself out trying to pass this account? Should I just take a deep breath? Do I need to take a break? Have I lost more than I'm supposed to for the day? Have I exceeded my max loss for the day? Because everyone should have that. Every single trader should have a max loss for a day. That line in the sand that says you can't trade anymore because you've lost too much. Because if you don't have that, you can lead yourself to, into some big problems to where, you could dig yourself into a hole that you won't necessarily know how to crawl out of. And being in the market is all about longevity. Some days we lose and some days we win. Hopefully the days we win, we make up for our losses. And that's always what I focus on. I know I'm not perfect. I haven't been doing this as long as someone say like Mike. I don't have nowhere near as much experience as Mike or knowledge in the market. But I do know one thing is that over the time that I've been trading and trading with someone like Mike, I've been able to manage my risk and realize where my faults and my strengths are. I can find a pivot. And, now it's like that. Now it's like I've gotten to the point, Tiff, that I still get mad. Honestly, I do get mad because I hate wasting my time and being like, why did I take this trade? I know it's the wrong time, X, Y, Z. But then there's some times that, like the trade I just got stopped out in, the trade that you kind of see here, I literally just got stopped out on this trade. I had confidence in it. I felt I took the trade at the right time. I felt that the trade was, met a few of my requirements for me to take the trade, and I'm trying to get better at that because, breaking a keyboard, breaking your laptop, breaking a tablet, all that does is lose you more money because you have to replace it. You have to go to Best Buy or get on Amazon and get that new piece of equipment that you broke. So, and that costs you more money then you're like, oh man, I broke this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's where I'm at now is that I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be in that boat. None of us want to buy stuff that we already have. I mean, we're all in that same category, you know. I don't know. That's why I say, you know, don't do it. But you know what? I found it like now, like the other day, like last week. I had a rough day last week, and like Thursday, and I reached out to Coach Matt. I reached out to the coaches. I told them, I was like, hey, you know what? I need a kind of break. I don't mind being in the stream, but I'm not gonna talk because I need to kind of zoom into what I'm doing. I need to kind of focus on what I'm doing because I've already lost a bunch of money. I had lost a bunch of money last week and I was down significantly. And I broke some rules. And then, well, I broke some rules because I made a decision to deposit more money. And it turned out to work out in my favor. But it's just one of those things that, you know, you don't always know if it's going to work in your favor. And sometimes you got to have that cool head. You know, I went outside my office. I walked around the living room a few times, in the kitchen. You know, the den area is pretty big. So, you know, I did a couple of laps. I cleared my head, came back down to my desk, did that depot, and then got in my next trade. And then I killed it. Turned out to be a fantastic trade, made up for my losses, made up for my deposits, got me positive, and allowed me to cash out. That's why I took out a bunch of money last week. You know, I took out a ton of money last week because it was like, one, I had already been depositing money, so I needed to get that money out because, you know, I owe it. And, you know, it's like a loan from myself to the business, and I have to give that money back. And then I pay myself some, you know. But that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of like my method behind it. You know, sometimes you got to kind of just zone, you know, kind of clear your mind and not think about it. I treat micros as I can care less about commissions. Do you worry about commissions? No, I don't worry about commissions. I'll tell you what though, you know, if you're on a cash port, that's the only time it really makes a difference. Yeah, definitely. The room helps me. You know what? The room keeps me more busy. Like normally I wouldn't, in all honesty, KKS, I wouldn't trade this much. I trade way more now than I ever used to trade. And that was a hard thing for me to kind of come into, but I got to be able to take trades in the day and show you guys trades, right? Like we got to explain them, come up with a thesis of what we're thinking and the why. So my responsibility in the day stream is to show you guys possible opportunities to take trades, you know, exhibit it, show how we take trades on the platforms, not necessarily give trade advice because we're not giving trade advice, but just show you possibilities that you could, you know, and obviously how you could manage your risk in those positions and whatnot. So I think, and honestly, this has actually made me a way better trader because before I wouldn't trade this much. I normally would only trade the Sydney Open. I almost always trade the Sydney Open. Look, I'll even show it to you. I took 3-4 trades in the Sydney Open. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Let's see, where is it? So let's see. I shorted it. Where is it? This is today. All right, this is today. Not far back enough. Wow. Yeah, my coup de grace is the Sydney Open. That's my favorite time to trade because it's the easiest trade I know. Like in that trade, I can make anywhere from like two to like $5,000 in that Sydney trade. So like right here, like check it out. So like right here, I went short, right? And this is at 5. This is right at the open. Like when Sydney opened, boom, I shorted it. Took the short down to 25.49. When I saw that we started bouncing again, I stepped out. I was in 1. I sold, or I bought 3. So I ended up with 2 long positions. And then I rode it all the way up for like 22 minutes up to 886 and a quarter. So I cut there, and then I chilled for a little bit. I was watching the market. We had another pullback. So I saw it here at 880, which is like right here. So 880.50. I got like a beautiful entry on this one. So I got it right here. And then I held it. We got a little bit of a pullback. I had my stop right above the 200. And when did I sell this guy? And I sold this guy right there. I sold it right here at like 934. So like the first trade I lost like $200, 280, right? The next trade I ended up making like 1.5K. Then that next trade with the two cons, I ended up making 2.2K. And then I took another long right here. You can see my entry right there. And then where did I get rid of this thing? I think I sold it right here. I think I lost on that position. Yeah, I think I lost a little bit. I can't remember. Oh, no, it was slightly green. It was slightly green. It was slightly green. I sold here. Yeah, that was the morning session. So, that's honestly how I trade. Those are the time and places that I trade. Those are the times I specifically look for. I find that I can almost always find that nice rebound on the market, especially like if the market sells off. If I notice that we have a really big sell off in the after hour or right before the market closes, if we have a significant dump, we'll have a nice rip into the open, the Sydney Open. You'll have that gap. You guys know the gap fill. We'll go for the gap and I'll shoot for that. And that's usually like with the NASDAQ con, that's usually like 1,000, like 1.2, 1.5K, And I've been taking that trade for a long time. So that was normally my time to trade. That was like normally my time to trade because I would always have like stuff going on in the day, or I'd be like coaching, or I'd be like engaging with community members, or, doing kind of what I'm doing now, or be streaming, stuff like that. So normally I would only trade the futures in the evening, and I like trading options during the day because you can leverage your money and you can make more money with less money in the options market than futures. I don't know if that makes sense. Steve, we need your helping hand. Do we need Steve's helping hand? We're just chopping around right now, to be honest with you. We had the London close. We're coming up to New York lunch. Bad thing about our setup is let's move up to a higher time frame. We're in a bull flag though. We're in a bull flag, so we could technically pop this thing and take the next leg up. And usually that's the way the bull flags are. You get that one bull flag, kind of make another one, pop up, make another bull flag. So I would imagine that we should. That's why I was, at the end of it, I thought I felt like I was at the right long position, but evidently maybe a little too early. Man, silver is still just pulling back quite nasty today. Oh, no. I'm not a full port or bust kind of. Yeah. In my cash options portfolio, I'm very aggressive, but that's how I make money through every day. That's my everyday, money account, because I'm a day trader. I am a day trader. This, is part of what I do, but, I don't sell any content. I don't sell any courses. I don't sell anything in any community other than what I do here at Blue Sky. No only feats. I don't do only feats either, Jaja. Yeah, no. They couldn't handle it. My big toe was too strong. So trading to me is super important, but I do manage my risk, but I am very aggressive in my options trading, but that's my daily cash vehicle, but scared money don't make money, KKS, You have to be somewhat, you have to have some risk, stuff like that. Heck, my Ferrari, 812 ain't gonna just show up in my driveway. Somebody's got to do some work for that bad boy to show up. The Bear Crocs, they are waiting, my friend. They are waiting. They're not warm right now, though. That's the bad thing. Those things are actually kind of cold. I've got these nice Fendi fur slippers. Man, those things are awesome, but they're like a little too warm. This is probably a better time to be wearing them. Right now, actually, I'm wearing some North Face slippers. They're actually pretty comfy. I like them. A little fur on the inside, too. Got to wear Crocs with socks in this winter. I've got my Crocs and I got my socks on. But man, no, I don't want the plastic. I want something more comfy, more cushy. We gonna get that sell? Well, I'm glad I got out of that long. Like they might just sell us in the New York lunch. Can we get the sell in the New York lunch? Can we please? Can we get that? Or are we gonna just play with this on the 3-minute NQ is starting to break the 26 EMA. It's already under the 9 EMA, so that would give me more indication that we should see some downside pressure here. How far can it go? The Russell right now is actually on the trend line, so it's standing right on it. So, it just broke it. And it's under the 200 as well. Might be seeing some downside here in the market now. And silver is still slipping and sliding. Oh, you sweet butter Jesus. Maybe I should have waited to buy. I bought another share of it today. But don't worry, KKS. I kind of know what I'm doing. You'll be surprised. It just depends on the market, But like I said, I really believe that, depending on how you're trading, and what you're doing, I like to trade 0 DTEs, same day expiration contracts, as well as futures, and crypto. I'm trading everything in the day. I trade everything through the intraday. I look for strength I look for a strong trend and I try to trade off of that. So 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm looking at other indices. I'm looking at, other markets. What is Bitcoin doing? So if you look at me through the intraday, sometimes you'll see me, I'll flip over to Bitcoin because I want to know what it's doing. So if there's something I can capitalize on in the market, I want to capitalize on it. That's how we make money. That is exactly how we make money. We ride the tail of the market. We look for that strength and that opportunity, looking like that sell. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Hey, you know what? I don't know how long you've been trading, but it just comes like that. And then after a while, you just get kind of tired. Look, check this out, right? So when I first started trading, I was trading crypto. Like years ago, I started trading crypto, right? And it was cool. There was a lot. Trading crypto was easy. It was cheap. I didn't know better about, futures weren't the way they were now. So I didn't have that kind of flexibility. So my thing was is that, well, how else can I do this? The crypto exchanges were starting to collapse. There was the crypto space was not much different than it is now, being, the wild, wild west, but now you got better markets, right? You've got Blowfin, you've got, Being X. What else do you have? Coinbase, you got crypto.com. So you got some really cool platforms that you could get altcoins and stuff like that. But back then, a lot of those places didn't exist, and there were some of the exchanges were collapsing. And if they collapsed, you lost your money. So because of that, I was like, well, I can't do this. I'm risking money. I was working hard for the money, trying to learn how to trade, and I was investing real capital. So I couldn't account for uncertainty of an exchange closing, because that's the one factor you can't factor in. Oh, this place is going to collapse. Like, how would you know that? How would you know that someone's embezzling or stealing coins? Whatever. That becomes a real difficult part, right? So I decided, well, you know what? I want to start trading options. Let me go into stocks and options. So I wrote the meme stocks and stuff like that. But then I started to realize that, well, the after hours session, the market would rip in the after hours. I was trying to do like swing trading. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind helping you. So I was like, man, all this, I would swing trades, and the swing trades were almost always felt like a gamble. My swing trades always felt like a gamble. It was just like, regardless of what the trend would do, it would turn around in the overnight session. And I was just getting kind of frustrated with it. And I was like, man, this kind of stinks, man. That's what got me into futures trading, because then I found out, well, I could treat the futures market. And then I was like, what? I don't even have to use my own money. I could use like a prop. That's what really got me, because, everywhere else I was using my own money. I was losing my own money. I was losing my mind and losing my own money, and I wasn't getting the results I wanted. And then it started to be like, okay, well, let me start. I really started to learn my best discipline when I started trading futures. I wasn't as good of a trader until I started trading futures. Futures really helped, because then it was like, it taught me to be more dynamic, find levels. I started really learning technical analysis, and, being able to, stick it out in the trade, starting to trade what I see, not what I think is going to happen. And then sometimes you're wrong a couple of times. You just can't let the trade blow the account. You got to manage that risk. All right, the London trade again. Actually, I was describing the Sydney Open. Like, my trade is at the Sydney Open. Now, the cool thing about the London is you can zoom out, and if you're at a high, you can almost guarantee that the Brits will sell you off. Like 9 times out of 10, the London will always sell you off. You will sell off from a high. You just have to figure out whether you're on the high side of the market or the low side of the market. But more often than not, you'll have that bounce. But it's usually around 3 a.m. CST that you'll see that pullback. You probably saw it today. Let's go take a look. So your sell kicked in around 2 a.m., about an hour earlier than that. And then you got a pullback almost coming into the morning session, and then a further push down. But yeah, the London almost always is a sell. You just have to see if you're at a mean average. If you're at that tippy top, you can almost guarantee that you're going to start to sell off of that. But I don't normally trade the London session. I don't normally trade that hour a day. I always trade. My trade is the Sydney Open. So at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, or that would be 6 p.m. Eastern, right? I think that is. Yeah, it's an hour ahead, something like that. How about you guys? What do you guys like to look for at the London session? We got some great coaches in the after hours. We got Coach Breezy coming in at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then you got Coach Blasky at 8 p.m. Eastern. Coach Breezy usually does an evening coaching session. Goes over some strategies and stuff like that. We've also got Coach Becky this afternoon here for trade psychology. Don't forget that's after market close. You do not want to miss that. And Blatsky does. He's our miner. He's over here just slaying gold in the after hours session. He took some scalps in the overnight, and yeah, he was nailing it too himself. So you guys don't want to miss those. Got some great classes. So let me ask you, Husky, well, what strategy do you like to use in the London session, or the London Open, I should say? Ooh, silver's still selling. Bitcoin starting to sell as well. We're 9 minutes into New York lunch now. Hmm. The 50 or the 21. That's cool. Yeah, I usually like just to look at where that level is. Like I said, I don't normally trade it anymore. My main success comes at my other times. So, but coming over here and speaking with you folks on a daily has had me, had to adjust and take trades into New York and stuff, which I don't have a problem with. But it's more challenging. There's a lot more volatility. That's why I like the after hour session, because there's no volatility. You don't have to worry about the news. You just look for a low or a high, or after you study it for a while, you can kind of spot and figure out the trend. I'm going to take a short on this. We're under the EMAs and they've rolled over for us now. Can we get this short here into New York lunch? Could get spicy if it goes. Oh, we're under the 200 now too. Could we get to VWAP? VWAP down at 2023. We'll put my stop at the 200. I want to see if we can get down to that 4-hour support resistance at 2027. No, shorting this isn't even fun. Ran out of steam, man. And a choppy coming into the New York lunch. Well, 14 minutes in now. Yeah, it ran out of steam both ways. Didn't give us up or downside. But you know what? ES did that yesterday too. Remember? We stopped and looked at the trend that ES did yesterday in the New York. Look at what it did yesterday. I mean, for like 2 hours, right? Like an hour, it just did this. Look at that. I got chopped up in this too. I tried. I was like, give me a break, dude. Come on, man. Give me a trade here. I took the short from 95. This is some BS, man. Took half an hour to collect 30 points. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. But, we had a pretty good week last week, so that might just be the case. Now we're getting that sell. Man, I can't believe now it's finally selling. Jeez Louise. Might aim for your stop to a tick. Yeah, don't do it. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. She's starting to bleed now. Oh man, it took so long for that short to finally happen for us. Jesus Christ. And I didn't take that short. Oh, they just ripped 10 cents a con. Chihuitas. What was I in? 26. Yeah, I know. I think that is his nickname, right? All right, how much lower can we get on this bad boy? Come on. Oh, I didn't get filled on those. Oh my God, this is going to explode. Well, kind of interesting there. Some buyers stepping in, trying to buy this thing. Let's see. Okay, I'm in for you. This looks fun. Too bad I closed my short, right? I was able to get 629s on the queue at 29 cents. So I'm up 10%, but I'm down like I'm down like 23% today. I took some hits, so but we're all right. We're all right. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get rich right here with this trade right here. We're gonna get deep in the money with these puts. I want to see the orb high tested. This is 051 from earlier. It was my original targeted, but short shouldn't grind like this. Watch it. Woo! Man, that volatility. The bull's trying to buy this thing back. Oh my God, I just got stopped out. Holy Toledo. Man, they just came back with a vengeance on that candle. Holy moly. This volatility is something else. Come on. You got some more. Let's see what we do here at the 26. If we reject it, get pushed back down, or if we're gonna crawl over it. I mean, obviously there's some high side targets right there. 2084 puts you back at the 200. Still chopping around here, trying to get down to into some lower lows. Oh man, look at that rat. Come on. What is that? What is that? No. Dang. See, I'm trying to go for the 200. Oh man. 18. Oh man. Oh, I guess I was wrong again on that one. I'm out of that because I'm already down. So let's switch again. Jeez. Louise, I tell you, man. I hate this dyslexic market. Okay. All right. All right. Down 30% now for the day. Man, that wasn't fun. Okay, well, let's see what we can do now. Mm, wow. Man. Well, let's go for the long on this. Put our stop below that prior wick low. 051 was money. Yep, it sure was. 051 was money. I like this 5 minute. Didn't quite open above the prior candle, more to the side. Holding still. Still pushing through. Looking good for upside if we can get it. What are people talking about 26,000 on NASDAQ? I was like, eesh. Damn. Oh, man, that's not good. I'll put my stop in the money on this. Not liking the candle movement. It's pretty slow right now. 4 minutes past the bottom of the hour. But what are the rest of you guys looking at? Anybody in a trade right now? Anybody in this long? Yeah, starting to pull back. Yeah, showing that weakness. Take a short on that real quick. Russell is selling. Yeah, pushing, actually catching a pretty nasty sell right now. You're short also, Tiff. All right, good luck to us. It feels right. I'm shorting the Qs also. I'll put my stop in just in case. Come on, give us that sell. Oh, 22 minutes till the end of New York lunch, team. Make sure you guys get up, stand up, get yourself a cup of water, fresh cup of coffee. There's a lot of trading day left. Grab yourself some lunch. Come on, give us that sell. Come on, sell it. The Russell is starting to catch a bid here. On sell. Russell's dipping again. Come on. Come on. Give us that flush. Come on. Let the Bears make some money. You are going the wrong way. Oh. Oh man, not again. Oh man. Not looking good for the short. Looks like they're gonna hold the long again. Come on, Bears. Oh, we're almost flat on this position. Yep, we're flat now. Break even on that position. Take a look at the heat map real quick. See what the heat map is. There's a lot of green right now. A lot of green across the chart. That's going to make it tough for the sell to really kick in. I'm hearing Meta is selling. Let's see it on here. It is Meta on here. I'll find that on the SPY. Oh yeah, there's Meta right there, down 0.77%. We'll see. Oh my God. Come on, Bears. Where are you all? Bears, Bulls, do something, man. If you're going to stop me out or sell it. Just give us some kind of trend. We got 15 minutes to the end of New York lunch, ladies and gentlemen. They're busy shorting silver. Stop it. Stop it. You're messing with my silver trade. Remember, I'm in silver. We're not doing that. It looks like we've got some. All right. 100K premium flash sale has been extended till Friday. So don't forget, Flash 100K gets you a 100K account for $100. Size up to 14 minis. Let's go. This is still frustrating. I'm sorry, team. I wish it was more exciting, but this is what trading is all about. Just sitting and waiting, cooking in a position sometimes, just, trying to manage your stress and anxiety through it. Hmm. Okay, there's a bunch of buyers. Like the market is really tilted towards the long side. Freaking crazy. Well, Russell is trying to catch a bid. And there she goes, starting to rip to the upside. Oh, man. I don't think it's going to go down. I don't really think it's going to go down. I'm about ready to cut this position now. Losing confidence in it. We're giving too much time for the bulls to accumulate and carry the market. That's the problem with it. Like if you're at the bottom and if the bears can continue to push it down, the bulls will step in and they'll start carrying the market because they'll just start accumulating. So that's what's going to happen here. You can already see it. You can already see it curling up. Need the bears to step in aggressively and stomp them out. Got 10 minutes to the top of the hour, team. Come on, baby. Come on, Nag. Let's go. Let's get that sell. Get that little flushy flush. Come on. Let's break in those wick lows and let's get a little lower. Come on. It's right at VWAP right now here on the one. It's kind of a tough part to want to short this with VWAP right there. I mean, if we get under it, we'll get a nice flush though. That's the good thing about it. But bad thing is there's a good probability it'll bounce. We've been in an uptrend most of the day, or since the open. You know, we got that nice push into the opening bell. Dang. I don't think we're going to get it. I think we're hosed. What do you guys think? You think we'll bounce here? Or you think we'll get under this? Well, I see it's bouncing. I got to get out of this put. Dell will come on a New York lunch and sell, and they'll change the trend on us. I really don't think that'll happen. Oh, they're ready to rocket ship this. I'm out of this. Yeah, I'm out of that. Not gonna risk it. It already looks like it's gonna pop. I'm already red, so I have to paper hand it. I'm just gonna punk out of it. Ah. Oh man. Oh, now it goes after I get out of the position, right? Just to of course. When I chicken out of the position. And oh man, now they're at 41 cents. Wow. Oh, that was the trade right there. That was the trade right there. That's a great trade, Tiffany. Congrats on that. Keep your eye on that target. What a shame. Oh no. That's no bueno. Well, hopefully you get your target fast. Oh, well, there you go. And that's the way you do it. Keep those stops in the money, and then you got a free trade, right? I love that. Nonetheless, trading like you would normally, still valuable lessons to be taught in, sim trading. And that's what's helped me a whole lot. I like to sim trade. I sim trade all the time. Man, why did I cut that trade? I can't do 50 on this because it's too, well, maybe. Hmm. Hmm. All right, we're a minute from the top of the hour and the end of New York lunch. Got a slow grind to the downside. We had seen that in the weeks past, and we get that controlled sell to the downside. You don't get you don't get that elevator ride like we always see. Oh man, those puts. What a shame. They're at 44 cents. I'd be up 10 cents a con. Oh, okay. Jeez. We're going for it now? Six. Again, that change of trend here on the market. Sheesh. Probably get a pullback though. Should get a pullback on it. And there is your top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, those cons are at 51 cents. Man, I'd be up 20 cents a con right now on those. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, Bacon, it is pretty unfortunate. But I've taken a lot of losses today, so I'm down a few hundred. So I'm just trying not to dig a bigger hole. So, I just didn't think we are gonna it just looked like the buyers are gonna step in since we're already at the end of lunch. Oh man, there it goes. Oh my god, dude. What a shame. But, there's always another one. Who's going to find the next great trade, right? That's all we got to do. Find somewhere that there's some value, that we can buy something cheap and get into it. All right, now can we break this and get down now? Can we break this and just get lows? Come on. See if the Russell follows suit. Okay, there goes ES dipping. Let's go. Oh, yes. Come on. Oh, don't tell me you're going to bounce this. Come on. I'm going to move my stop down here on my ES position. ES position was a lot better. Nice and smooth. Come on. Give us that low. Give us that low a day. It's that break of the low a day. Come on, Nas. Come on. Come on. Sell it. Do it. 024, then 920. I'm speaking it into existence. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm short across the board right now. Yeah, no kidding. Come on. Come on. Push it lower. There you go. 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 I'm also short the Russell right now. There she goes. There she goes. Come on. Come on. More. More. I'm like 2 cents out the money on this position. God bless. I was like 2 cents out the money. I'm sitting in 236s, 263s on IWN right now, as well as these shorts on ES. Let's take a look at that. Dang. Yeah, they're gonna buy this. Come on, do it. Come on, give us more. I'm in the money now. like 3 cents. Come on. What did they sell me at? Okay. All right. I made 11 cents per con. So stepped out of that, made up a little bit of my losses. Not quite what I need to be, but still down with this. A little over $200 for the day. It looks like I got out of that right on time. Yep, get out of that right on time. Oh man, what can we do now with this thing? Well, I'm glad I have my stop on that position. Well, let's take a look at next. See what NASDAQ is doing. Nothing I like. Oh man, oh man. A tough day to trade. More of a future scalping day. Options definitely hard to trade today. That's right. Now you're gonna transfer that over to your roll count. You can do it. Well, I feel you. You can't rush it. You can't rush the process. That's the hard part. You know what you want, you know what you need, but the market doesn't always provide that, or, you don't get there on time. You looking at something else, you miss the entry, stuff like that. And that's where you got to know, okay, I missed my ride. I got to wait for the next one. Where's that next setup? Not chase the trade, stuff like that. And that's the hard part. Not everybody can can kind of hold themselves to that and be like, okay, I missed this, I missed that, Like I said earlier, losing is part of the game. Winning is obviously the objective, but the losses come. You just have to manage the rest so that you're not, getting yourself in a hole you can't dig yourself out of. Yep. That's the way it is for all of us, Tiffany. Until you get that moment that everything kind of lines up, you let go of the fear, you master your self-control, you understand the patience, and you can just endure it all. That's when it starts to kind of like all kind of click together. When it's not personal and it just starts coming out mechanical and you're just like, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Well, I lost this, I made this. Okay, I made back some money on this. And that's all it is. You're just constantly just doing that. I think it's like that for most folks. It takes us all, and then it's also time, how much time you've got and how much trading are you doing. So I always say, you should paper trade. Once you can start finding success and you know what you're looking for, you know how to manage the position, then you can go into Sims accounts, start trading evals and stuff. So you can start managing your emotion, oh, I missed it, oh, I'm not going to chase it. You get over that kind of stuff. That's the next step. I always feel, at least that's how I consider it. And then after that, it becomes more like natural. Hmm. I know we could get a ripper in the close. What do you guys think? You think we could see a ripper in the close? A dumper in the close? You might have people taking positions into the news for tomorrow, too. You never know. You never know. You always want a dumper. We're not doing that. Man, U.S. government contractor allegedly stole over 40 million of Bitcoin. Woo! Yeah, you're probably right. Probably we'll see a dumperooski into the close. And Q trying to test this downward trend line. Broke above it. Hmm. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, how's it going? Five. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Yeah, looks like you just posted up an ES chart. Good chart. Good looking chart there. Actually, I'm screen sharing the same chart as well. Hmm. Tough time of day to trade, though. We're like mid session now, pretty choppy here at this time of day. Mhm. Russell making a run to the upside again. See if NQ follows suit. And yes, still holding that bull flag. We'll see if we can push it up. Come on, NQ, let's go. Take a look at the heat map. Looking at the S&P, let's roll on over to NASDAQ's heat map. Meta's still down, Tesla's still down, Walmart, Costco. Need those guys to start picking up some sales, going to the green. I should give us some upside. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Should see a push, I believe, here. I think we'll see a push to the upside. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Hmm. We're at the bottom of the hour, team. We've got 30 minutes till the top of the hour and an hour and a half until Power Hour. Don't forget, you can catch Coach Matt and Coach Becky here for Power Hour today. My session will be wrapping up here in the next 30 minutes. Don't forget, if you guys have questions, would like to see a chart, tech analysis, got a question about some indicators, throw them in chat. Love to hear what you guys have to say. So what's going on, Five? What you up to today? You long in this market? You shorting this market? What are you doing? All right, ES is at that 4-hour support resistance there. Can she push it? Almost kind of like a double bottom there on Bitcoin. Interesting. Nas trying to push again. Come on, let's break a intraday high on NASDAQ. Let's go, team. Let's make some money. Come on, NASDAQ. Push it. I picked up some QQQ 633 calls. They were like 7 cents. They're sitting at like 8 cents right now. Flat on futures for the time being. I wouldn't blame you. If we broke below 7,000, I would be too. It looks like the bulls are stepping back in here later in the afternoon session, giving us that push up. Let's go. Intraday high sitting at 26,106 for the day. Yes, I'm already long on ES. Well, I'm long ES and I'm long the Qs. I'm thinking we're going to take up the high we created at 718 on ES. Got it. Got it. Well, when I'm profitable for the day, we can celebrate. Come on. Oh man, that was a rejection. Ah. Hmm. Okay, you got us here. Now what are we going to do? Running out of steam here. Holding quite nicely here on ES. You've got a minute 46 on this 9-minute candle. See if it continues to hold. Went ahead and I hedged one of my other positions, so we'll see. Lucky five, you long in this? Yeah, where'd the volume go? Yeesh. Got like 500 orders on the chain right now on ES. Got like 100 orders on NQ. Jeez Louise. You're cooking 0 DTEs, I tell you. You're like, what's that smell? It's your options cooking. I haven't entered any trades yet. Still watching. Right on. Oh, I hear you, super dad. You handle your business out there. I know what it's like having the rugrats running around the office. Oh, what a rough afternoon session, right, team? Hmm. Oh man. So what are we gonna do here? We're almost at the same spot that we were when we went into New York lunch. You know, we've almost kind of plateaued. If you're looking at my NQ chart, it looks like there's a double top happening right there. Although it does look like, you know, we're still holding the 200 here on the one, but I hope we don't range here for the rest of the afternoon. Are Q's long? Wait, are you long on that? I can't tell. Sorry, coach. Oh, you're short. Hey, you're all right, man. You're all right. I'm hedged. I'm hedged right now. I'm long and short. I'm stacked both ways, one out the money. I was kind of prepared for this midday fiasco. The calls were cheap though. They were like 7 cents. The puts were more. They were like 22. I'm pretty even keeled though right now. We'll see which one makes us money. It looks like the sell is going to take hold. What do you guys think? Silver's wild. I know, down 8% for the day. Sheesh. I picked up another share. You know that, Steve? And I picked up another one. Hopefully, I can make a little more money this week, and I can pick up another share at the end of the week. All right, man. I really wish Bitcoin would actually, you know, get back up to 90. I still have all those BitO calls. They're like 26 of them now. All right, Naz is holding. Can she rip or will she dip? Sorry, guys. Just, the late afternoon session, it unfortunately is normally like this most days, That's why early bird gets the worm, And then you guys want to see action in the midday, but it's usually just this, kind of sitting and waiting, trying to see if you're gonna get continuation, you're gonna get a pullback, what's gonna happen. Steve bringing up silver is actually really odd because, with the moves that we had today, there's no zero DTEs. Calls are 250 for tomorrow, though. Crazy expensive. Well, it sounds like my Amazon delivery is here. I didn't get some new coffee today. Oh, let's see here. You say you hunted my stop. Oh my goodness. It feels like that sometimes, right, team? It feels like that. We got 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah, we are not going anywhere, are we? Not making any real moves here. Now we're just kind of like stalled out. Not going up, not going down. I mean, it kind of looks like it wants to roll over. That it does. No, that's a nice candle. Come on, do it. These calls on the money. Put these calls on the money. I dare you. Getting some volume in now. Okay, now we're getting that push. 2 minutes from the top of the hour. Don't forget, team. I'll be cutting my stream here at the top of the hour. But don't forget, we've got Power Hour coming up in about an hour. You can catch Coach Matt and Coach Becky here for the Power Hour session and hear them calling out some fantastic trades for end of day. So don't want to miss that. Also, we've got trade psychology with Coach Becky this afternoon after market close. So if you're a trader and struggling with the psychology and how to manage yourself better in positions and just struggling in the overall market with mindset, fantastic class. Coach Becky is awesome, is an awesome educator in our in psychology labs. Don't want to miss that. And for our evening and Asia traders, don't forget we got Coach Breezy coming in at 7 p.m. Eastern. He'll be hosting his trade workshop, so he'll be going over some of his strategies, followed by Coach BluSky at 8 p.m. Eastern that will be killing it with those gold trades in the Asia session. Don't want to miss that as well. And don't forget, we've got those 100K premium accounts on sale for $100. So make sure you use the code 100K to take advantage of those $100 sales. If you are a new viewer or new follower to the community, we've also got a Welcome 26 that offers half off to all of our accounts. So what better time to take advantage of a great sell for a new trader than to use Welcome 26? That's right, traders. Welcome 26 gets you that half off special on any of our evals. Dang. Well, that is a rejection going into the top of the hour. Will the market continue to break out to all-time highs or intraday highs? Will we sell off into, overnight lows? I don't know, team, but stay tuned because you still got plenty of trade day left in the afternoon. Again, thank you all for joining myself and Mike this morning. Don't forget, the world famous Mike will be in tomorrow morning in the morning session. Don't want to miss his fantastic calls. I'm pretty sure, I think he nailed another 20 or 30,000 today. So, he's killing it every morning. If you guys are missing out, then shame on you. But as always, good luck in the market. Have a fantastic day. Thank you all for hanging with me this afternoon. Don't forget my DMs are open if you guys have questions, need some help, or would like some, someone to kind of go over some of your trade ideas. I'd love to help. And that's what I'm here for each and every single day at Blue Sky. All right, team. You all have yourselves a fantastic day again, and good luck in the market. We'll see you tomorrow.